You gotta be kidding me. Yesterday we had the ice storm. I don't know if this camera's picking it up, but we are having ourselves a nice little snowstorm. It never ends. So you know what I did? I went online and booked a ticket to Florida. Screw this. I'm not sticking around. My buntag, and welcome to my Filipino adventure. I'm Mike. I'm here in America, and my gal Yna is over in the Philippines, and we're still waiting on our visa update. Something should have been happening by now. But we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about a few other things in a minute, but mostly what I wanted to say, besides is Happy Valentine's Day to everyone and your significant others, is I just want to say a few words about Brian and Marcel over at Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. And me and Brian, I think I would consider us pretty good friends. And I know Marcel and Yna are pretty good friends. They talk on Facebook quite often. And Brian and I, we don't get a chance too much to converse outside of this our YouTube channels and a little bit on Facebook. But if you haven't subscribed to their channel, you should go watch some of their videos. They're really popular. And the reason is because they've got a really great channel. Brian's a farmer over there. He's an Okie and kind of a farm boy himself. And Marcel and Brian have this nice little spread there where they have pigs and chickens, and they have vegetable gardens and whatnot. And they're doing it right. And everybody likes watching them because we all like to see the farm grow. Learn from his mistakes and applaud his successes. They're finally got some pigs now that they're selling after pouring money after money after money into his farm over the last couple of years. It's starting to show some profits, or not profits, but at least it's starting to pay itself back a little bit. But if you had not seen his video today, it was pretty sad news that Brian and Marcel, she was pregnant and she had a miscarriage. And this is her second one, I think, since we've known them. And so I just want to give our heartfelt thoughts and prayers that goes to Brian and Marcel. I know this is going to be just incredibly tough news because this one I did, and I think a lot of the viewers were thinking that this one was going to work since I think it was almost 3 months going and things were looking good. Unfortunately, she did have to travel down to Mindanao to visit her sick father, and that might have had a little something to do with it, or who knows. I'm not a doctor or why they consider it high-risk pregnancy, but I just want to tell Brian and Marcel that how sorry we are, and if you guys ever need anything, we're just a phone call or a text away, and when we come back over there, we hope to spend some time with you guys again. And so just stay tough, and I know it's not the easiest thing to do is to say, you know, keep moving forward, and I'm sure you will. They're both tough people, and so yeah, I think that about wraps that up. So we're sorry to hear the news, Brian. We're all pulling for you. I know you have a lot of people who really care about you guys. So. Speaking of health problems, I just got back from it's good news in my case. If you follow my channel, you know that I had surgery and then a little something going on with my heart. And so they run me through the gauntlet of tests. I am 54 and I'm kind of not glad, but it's probably some type of blessing that this happened so I could get all these tests and whatnot done. I haven't done this probably my whole life to get a real thorough battery of exams. So I had a CT scan of my lungs, I had chest x-rays, I had blood work done, I had echocardiogram, and then a stress test where they put dye in my veins, radioactive material, and do another stress test. And phone rings when you're making a video. I hate that. So where was I? They put the dye in your veins, and they do kind of a stress test, and they put you in this machine. It takes about 20 minutes. It takes pictures. Then yesterday I went to see a pulmonologist or lung specialist. Got because yeah, I smoked for 40 years and I work in paint and you know, chemical. I work in construction, full of dust. I've not been kind to my lungs. So anyway, everything, and then today I had my yearly physical on top of all of that. So waiting for the blood work to come back about that. But everything's looking great. My heart rate's back down to pretty much is normalized. My lung capacity, you know, I was really worried about that test because of the way I abused my lungs. Fine. He did want me to come in for a sleep study, but I think it's, you know, just a way to milk my insurance company. I don't think I have sleep apnea, because I do have, it's not 100% okay. The walls of my heart are a little thick from having years of high blood pressure, and it does race. It does have a tendency to race a little bit. So, but I'm not going to, you know, my dad has a funky ticker, and he's 78 and doing well, so I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I'm going to consider it. For my age and how well I took care of myself over the years, I'm pretty happy with my bill of health. After all this money spent and all these tests and stuff done, it seems like not bad shape, not bad condition for a guy my age. So that's good, which is really good, because I want to get back to the Philippines as soon as possible for a visit, or wait until Yna comes here on her visa. So anyway, that's a little bit an update. Like I said, our thoughts and prayers go out to Brian and Marcel. Hang in there, guys. We all love you. And on a good note, that my results have come back pretty good. So that's all I got for you today. It's going to make a short Friday video for you. So until then, go watch Brian's channel if you haven't. Subscribe to him. If you've subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the bell so you'll know when I put a new video up. Always like and comment, and always be nice and be kind, and always stay classy. Until next time, ciao. I'm going to keep this video going for a few more minutes. Give you this up, sneak these in here since not a whole lot of people care about it. But look at these. Look at this. Growing in my house in the middle of winter. My hydroponics experiment is going like gangbusters. And the reason I'm doing all these experiments is because I want to bring some of this. My plans were, my ideas, why I was trying this experiment, is to see if you could grow, what I could grow over in the Philippines. Because I know there are some soil issues, and some produce doesn't grow as well as others do. So this is my first stage. I just want to show you, this is just growing in nothing but water. Look at those roots. Those happy roots, nice and white. And they're just in a water with a fertilizer solution. So, and after I get this going pretty good, I might build a couple more of these. It's called the Kratky system. You might want to look it up. It's just the most simple form of hydroponics there is. Since there's no electricity, no running, anything. You just put the water in the tub and let the roots grow in the water. And the why you don't need any aerators or any moving water is because the tops of these roots are exposed to oxygen. As you can see, that they're not completely submerged, so they're getting their oxygen naturally, and the roots are growing into the water. The floating systems, you'll have to put aeration in there because there's no way for the roots to get any oxygen. I like to build a couple of these, and there's another one called the Dutch bucket system, which would be good for like tomatoes and whatnot. So the good thing about this is you can do this, like if you build a little greenhouse, you can do it year-round as long as you can keep the temperature. And I just happen to have a garden window here, and I've got some extra lighting, a little grow light here, a LED light there, and of course natural light from the window here. But in the amount of space it takes, you could grow probably 2 acres worth of produce and probably a 1/4 acre doing it this way, because I can stack these on top of each other. I can have rack systems, you know, like 3 or 4 deep. And if you have a greenhouse, you don't need the extra electricity. So anyway, I just wanted to figure I'd sneak this in here, just to sneak it in here. So anyway, I'll say goodbye again. Like, share, subscribe, stay classy.